So Mabel is one of my ghosts. She died here in 1905 in the room right up there. And Kelly, a friend of mine, asked if I could, I wasn't open yet, it was in August, and I opened in September. And she asked if she could bring a man from the government and the guy that used to own this pawn shop over here. So what happened, this pawn shop guy, okay, so he owned land behind D Hill, and the government paid him to build a road across his property. And so that was, everything was fine, except then the government wanted him to take care of it. He said, it's not my road, it's your road, you take care of it. And so that was the deal. The government guy came here. He was wearing a sidearm. Pawn shop guy always wore a sidearm. And Kelly was a mediator. And she asked if they could be here because she knew I wouldn't have any other people here. And I said, okay. My daughter and I were in my office working on a website or something. And Letty and Johnny were out back. And so there was nobody else around here at all. And so they're sitting there, and Michaela and I are in my office, and all of a sudden there's this huge crash, huge, and a bunch of dishes that could not have fallen fell in my kitchen. And I was worried because we'd been working on stuff, and I hoped somebody didn't fall off a ladder or something. But we ran into the kitchen, and there was this whole mess. And they could fall off my stove. I mean, it's cast iron and whatever it is. And anyway, Kelly came in shortly after that and into my office, and she said, everything's all right now, but I gotta go. Can they stay a few more minutes? And I said, yeah. And I said, of course they can. And we went on, and Michaela and I were wondering what the heck this was all about after we cleaned up the mess. And a little while later, Kelly called me and she goes, sorry I had to rush out like that, but you almost had a gunfight in your bar today. And I'm like, what? She said, just before that crash happened, that you said that, because I said, I hope Mabel isn't mad that I'm opening after all these years, because this place had been closed since 1973 and it was 2013, so 40 years. And she said, I think you're right. She goes, you almost had a gunfight. They were both half out of their chairs with their hands on their sidearms. And the crash happened. And I know it was Mabel because her husband was very abusive. They ruled her death in 1905 a suicide, but women really weren't worth much back then. They ruled her death as suicide, but I'm pretty sure her husband killed her, and he was very abusive. Somebody stopped him from trying to strangle her up in Bisbee one time, and somebody else stopped her husband from beating her, and not just slapping her, but really hard. So she does not like any kind of distress. Like if anybody starts getting mad or yelling, or if, like having a fight or whatever, she'll do something to make sure that that doesn't happen. And she stopped the guys from shooting each other. So that was good. Yeah, it is.